Hello and welcome. This is Three Blind Monkeys spread betting. We're going to carry on trying to learn as much as we can. In this episode, we have no idea what we're going to cover, but I'm sure we'd have put that in the title. For now, over to Paul to find out what we're going to learn. Paul.
Hey, matey.
Hello, how we doing? All right? You all stuck in there with the virus?
Yeah.
Right, well, I think we need to start right at the very beginning. And before we actually dive into the candlesticks and the candlestick charts, if you're going to be a graphical artist, you need to know how to use Photoshop, whatever you need to do. And you need to know your way around the actual platform that you're going to be using. Now, I don't normally use a laptop platform. I normally use an iPad. However, I have been through this before, so I'm going to run you through some of the functions that are available, because when you first turn it on, it can appear quite daunting. So if you'd like to have a look at your screen, we're not going to cover everything because there are lots of things on here that are a little bit more advanced.
Take it little bit by little bit. I can only take little bits in. All right, so just do it slowly.
All right. Okay.
Right, I can see the screen now. Not that slow. Go on. Yeah.
You can see the screen. All right. Let's start off up here in your top left-hand corner where you've got IND, FX, CRY, SHA, and everything. These are the markets that you can trade. So if you hover your mouse over any one of these, it will actually tell you what they are fully. So you've got indices.
Yeah.
You've got FX, which is foreign exchange. You've got CRY, which is cryptocurrencies. SHA, which is shares. COM, which is commodities. You've got bonds and rates, ETFs, and options. All right. So if you click any one of these here, it'll bring up a list of everything that you can trade within
all the
that
flashing
section.
things now, is
so if you click
live?
on indices, you can
It's
see
live
it's got
thing.
the...
All right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is live. So as you can see, as they're all flashing here, it means they're going up or they're going down. So you can see next door to them here, you get a little arrow, either a blue arrow or a red arrow. The red arrow means it's gone down slightly. The blue arrow means it's, or the green arrow means it's gone up. So if you want to trade a specific market, essentially you would double click on one of those and then it will open it up into a window like this. Okay. Now you've got up here in the top left-hand corner the interval menu, which you can click on, and what that does is it changes the actual chart to the time period that you've set. Okay, so each one of these little things here is called a candlestick. All right, and a candlestick is basically just a graphic representation of price movement over a period of time. So you can see here that the price on this candlestick has gone up to about 6842.2. It's come down to
no problem.
6607, and it's opened and started. We'll cover candlesticks in the next video. We won't do it now because we're just running through it. But you do need to know where this is here, because all the candlesticks that you see now are showing the price movement over a daily period. Right, so this is what the price did over that day. We can change that. So if we come here, we can go down to 4 hours. So each one of these candlesticks now represents 4 hours, not a day.
Right.
Okay, so that button there, that just tells you exactly how much data's in the candlestick. Essentially, you've got 1 hour's worth of activity, or you've got 5 minutes worth of activity. Right. Okay, ideal. That's that one.
Okay, moving across the top, we'll ignore that one for the time being, we'll ignore this one for the time being. This one over here are the indicators. Now, when you're actually spread betting, what you're looking for is you're looking for patterns in the market. And these patterns have been discovered in the past to indicate a direction that the market might actually travel in. There are loads of different indicators available that you can click on, and that will bring up various different lines or various different graphs to help you with your trading. We'll cover indicators later on.
That's too complicated
because
for me,
they can be.
Okay.
Yeah, they can be very, very confusing. So,
which ones do you use?
Just for you to know that they're there.
Which ones do you use mainly?
I tend to use the indicators, okay, but to set up my trades, I'll use this next one that we're going to now, which is called the drawing tool. And when you click on the drawing tool, there's various things that you can actually draw, as the name implies, onto the chart. So if I was to grab, say for instance, a trend there, I can now draw a trend line. Now you won't know what a trend line is at this moment in time, we'll cover them later, but essentially it means that I can click on one point and click on another point and draw a line, okay, which is a trend line. And these lines help us to see when the market has broken through a predetermined trend. So for instance here you can see this is going down, 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 down. It's under the line, under the line, under the line. Then all of a sudden it comes up above the line, and that could be a trigger if all the other factors are in place for you to place a buy bet. All right, but we're not going into that yet. There are loads of other different tools here on the drawing section that you can use, but mainly we'll just be using the trend and the point to point, and you'll see all about those as we pick them up later.
Trend and point to point.
Yeah, point to point. Okay. This little eye here, as you might have thought, means that you can display various other bits and bobs of data. You can see here that if I move my mouse round at the moment over a candlestick, nothing is really happening. However, if I click on HLOC, all right, which stands for high, low, opening and close, you can see now when I move my mouse around, I've got a little box attached to the mouse, and if I hold it over a specific candle, it will tell me the highest that the price has been during that time period, the lowest, the opening and the close. Right. Again, we'll go into that in greater detail a little bit later on.
Well, we don't have to. I'm on that. Yeah, I'm there on that.
Moving along up here, we've got some just basic tools. I'm going to turn this off for the time being because that can be confusing. We've got some basic tools just for you to zoom in and zoom out your graph. So if you click the minus, what it's doing, it's zooming out so you're seeing a greater period of data. Let's get rid of this so that's not confusing you. And again, you can zoom into it there as well. All right. Now, as well as these two zooms on the top of the platform, you can also zoom in horizontally and vertically independently. If you move your mouse over the vertical scale here, you'll see it turns to two little arrows. If you left click and keep your mouse clicked down, then you can scroll up or you can scroll down and it'll change the vertical scale.
Yeah, but you don't have to use that, do you?
It's just to make it look easier for you.
You may do. It's handy to know because sometimes when you zoom in or you zoom out, let's for instance zoom out here a little bit, then you may want to make it a bit bigger this way, or may want to make it a bit bigger that way, so that you get a better look of the market and how it can see. Yeah. All right. The only other thing you're going to need to know is this section over here, which is the deal section. And this is where we'll be doing buys and sells and everything like that. You place your deal. You can also place orders here. And you can place alerts as well. All right. So those are the main sections. Down here, you've got positions that you might have open, or you might have your history. Don't want to be clicking on that right now, but we'll come across those as we go along. So that's essentially an overview.
It's not too bad then. Well, when I looked at it, when you just showed us, I just looked at it and thought, oh my god, where do you start?
I know,
but it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
No. What I would say is have a little look, have a little play.
Yeah.
If you want to go on the internet and have a look to see what a specific indicator is, then by all means, I wouldn't go that far because we will be covering that on a later video anyway. But yeah, that's it for your brief overview. There are other things, but I don't want to touch on them because then we're going to start talking about the way that the actual charts work, which I want to do at a later time.
It's difficult with something with so much information to not cover it all because you end up going from one thing to one thing to one thing to one thing.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant, mate. At least I can digest that, and I'd be fine then.
All right, we'll be back soon with the with your next informative bit.
Look forward to it.
Thanks to anyone who's watched this one. If you like the video, chuck a like on there if you managed to learn anything. Comment any questions that we could cover in a future topics, and if you get the chance to subscribe to our channel and follow what we're doing.